Alright, I'm playing more Why Am I Dead at Sea? And I feel like a bit of a nerd, but I did write down some notes about what kind of theories I kind of wanted to float past. Also, I remember I did not check some people's heads, so I'm going to do that right now. They took everything from me. What a joke. There's like a conjoined twin in there. I'll pay him back someday. None of this would be happening if not for those, and that's cut off, idiots maybe? Idiots, yeah, can't trust anyone. What a joke. I think he's talking about, like, when we talked to him with Gwen, he talked about his, like the whatever factory thing that had to be, warehouse, I think, that had to be shut down because of guys dying. I'm guessing he's still quite a bit salty about that. I don't know why some of the people, I don't know if that was intentional, did you see that? How, some of the, little figures running by, they're kind of conjoined. I'm guessing that's intentional, because, yeah, somebody would have noticed that in editing, clearly, right? Point is, I kind of cut myself off there. I've got a couple theories to run past. See, one thing I noticed, let me see here. I don't know if I can examine it. Yeah, I can. Okay. You see if I go to the cleaning supplies, there's a mop and a bucket. It doesn't look like it's been used in a long time. Now, you read that, and then what has Marcurio been telling me this whole time? That he's been cleaning the kitchen. And maybe he just means cleaning dishes, cleaning plates, but not a lot of people have been in there. I don't know. I'm probably reaching on this one, but he's my main suspect right now. Also, one thing I remembered, if I go to Miss Sue over here and read her mind, blah 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 blah, where's the captain? She says, where's the captain? See, what I realized in another part was that I had said, it cut off on the edge of the screen, and I stupidly said, where's the cop? She said, where's the captain? She would not be wondering that if she killed the captain, so I think Sue is clean. I think she's one that I can just mark off definitely. The only other person I'd say that to is, of course, Paolo. And I was going to say Alton, but I'm a little worried about Alton. You know, you never know. I'm assuming he's not. I think he's just a pleasant guy, but you never know. Oh, and I forgot to read your mind here. Hum, 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 la-da-dee, la-da-doo, dun, 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 dun. So, very, very happy guy. Jolly, you might say. Loving this background here. Definitely not gonna get a seizure. Don't know, don't know. I expected something a little more suspicious, but that almost confirms my suspicions. Like, who else but a serial killer would be this jolly? He did mention to, Gwen, how he thought there was a dark presence on the ship. Be careful of Donovan, you know, what's it? There's bad weather. He said something about sensing something bad. And so I get the feeling, I just don't trust him. I do not trust him. God, what else was gonna say? Right, like, you noticed, right? When I looked at Sue's head, see, there's something in the background floating there. It looks like a spoon to me, or some sort of rod, but you see it, right? And then you go to Marcurio, read his mind, it's a different looking spoon, actually. Slightly different. This one looks more distressed and crying, and hers looks more evil and sinister. But you cannot deny the fact that they're both kind of spoons sitting there, right? No one else has that, right? Do you have that? You don't have that. You just have eyes. I think they're connected somehow. I don't know how, but one thing I do notice, or do know, is that... And I meant to check this out, actually. So let me do this. I'm gonna grab... Gwen here. One thing I meant to try out was that there's some quest thing, there's some, main story bit, because she talked to Ferdinand, and Ferdinand said, be careful of Gwen, what am I saying, she's Gwen, be careful of Donovan, you can't trust him. And she's like, well, I don't know, maybe I'll go scope out for myself. I wanted to see what's in his room. God darn, I was hoping that would do something. I was hoping she would, see him doing something sinister in his room by looking in the door. But that's not the case, and that's fine. But you do see on the desk there is some sort of rod, right? And that's in both Mercurio's mind and Sue's mind. So, that's pretty much all I've written down, really. I was really hoping there was something in that keyhole. Anywho, that's pretty much all I meant to do. I do remember, though, Sue's gonna talk to Alton. I can now control Alton, so I'm not gonna go use Alton and talk to essentially everyone. Because I haven't done so yet, I don't think. Or no, maybe I have. I don't remember. Have I? How are you doing, Kayla? I'm doing pretty well, thanks. I've just been busy writing. That's all I seem to do, just about. Cool, if you have time, can you check out the observation room? Is this all Alton's gonna say to everybody? Because I'm just gonna skip it if that's the case. Oh, right. You work there, don't you? I'd love to, but I'm kinda busy most of the time. Alright, if this is all he's gonna say, I'm just gonna talk to Sue. I think this is the way to continue the story. This is essentially what they've had me doing. I think it'll continue. These two seem to be... The thing is, I think Alton's clean because he seems to be trying to solve the mystery along with Sue. And usually the victim, like the victim of stealing, here, is not the murderer. Maybe just a huge kind of innocence thing he has set up, to make Sue believe him. Maybe he's an evil mastermind, but I don't think so. So here we go. We need to talk. Okay, let's talk. So I guess those are... I'm just gonna say why would you steal from me? Just plain right out here. I'm really sorry. Really, really sorry. I didn't mean to, it's kinda hard for me to talk about. Come on, how can it be hard for you to talk about? Just be honest, I think. Be honest. Oh, another thing I meant to say, I think that rod in her mind, it might be the family heirloom she's talking about that Donovan, she suspects, stole from her. And maybe she's right. Maybe that rod is the family heirloom. Maybe he did steal from her, because it is in his room. That's all I wanted to say. Anywho, kind of hard for me to talk about. Why? You should just be honest with Alton. He's a nice guy. He definitely won't rat out your stealing, I bet. He didn't talk to... Oh, I should have talked to Ferdinand about it. Maybe turned her in. You could try. I'm gonna say you could try. Look, I'm really sorry. I know you're not gonna forgive me. I could, to be honest, if you told me something. It seems like you're really desperate for money. And if you just said, look, I'm sorry, I'm just desperate for money and I'm a terrible person, I'd go, okay, that's fine. I get it. I forgive you, but come on. What were you planning to do with that stuff? Sell it? Yeah, look, I really need the money. Really badly. And that makes it okay or something? Yeah, you could have asked, to be fair. I think Alton is the kind of guy where I think if you would have asked, he probably would have said, yeah, I guess. He seems to like you, Sue. Come on. Well, not everyone has it off as well as you do, Alton. You're here because you wanted to take a long vacation. But others are here because it's the only way they'll stay fed. If I didn't have this job, I'd be completely screwed. Same with Mark. So they are... She's open to admitting that they are, like, companions. Maybe they've just been on this trip for a while. Not on this trip, but, like, on similar trips. But on the same cruise ship for a while. They do seem to be associated somehow. Maybe they're best friends. And they know that, so they charge us garbage for honest work. Who's they? Come on. Meanwhile, you get to sit around all day doing nothing and for way higher pay. Okay, doing nothing. I'm trying to invite every single person on this cruise to my observation room. Doing nothing. Huh. What if I told you that there's a whole world of people living under you? That you are so privileged over, you aren't even aware of them. Here's an important choice because all of them are exclamation points. Let me read them each out carefully, okay? You expect me to fall for any of those excuses? That doesn't make you what you did right, or I didn't realize things were so bad. I'm gonna say that doesn't make what you did right. That seems like the most logical. Because it doesn't, you know? Stealing is just bad, you know? It doesn't matter who you're stealing from. Robin Hood, you know, come on. You could have worked things out, right? I actually don't really know about that story. But just the whole rich from the poor... Not rich from the poor. Stealing from the rich to the poor. You know what I'm trying to say. This seems like the most logical thing. That doesn't make what you did right. You're probably right. I'm not gonna try to justify my actions. You just did. You just did try to justify your actions. But you're lying to yourself if you think you understand. I didn't say I understood. I just said what you're saying is garbage, Sue. You're a terrible human being. I don't like you. It's easy to have a strong sense of right and wrong when they've never been tested. That's all? I don't think there's anything left to say. Huh, I really expected some more progress there. Maybe I made the wrong choice. It seems like we got off on a good foot, though. At least good foot enough that... I don't know, she didn't try to attack me, at least. I'm a little pissed, though. I don't like her mindset. But then again, you know, maybe this is just speaking from not having to murder people for my food or something, but it just seems like... I don't know, she's just trying to guilt me, you know? And I don't care if I'm a rich kid, you know? You don't know me. You don't know where I'm from. You don't know what I'm about. Come on. Doesn't, you know, just because I'm rich doesn't mean you can just take my money. It's not fair. Alton's better than that. He's a nice guy. What does Mercurio have to say? I get the feeling Mercurio does not like me. Thought he did in the beginning. I don't think so. And by mean, I mean Alton. Hey, Mercurio, how's it going? Fine. Cleaning up the kitchen. Again, he says cleaning. I guess he just means scrubbing it down in the sink. It's suspicious to me. I just want to find him suspicious. If only because he's friends with Sue, and Sue is awful. Cool. How's that going? It's fine, Alton. It's fine. Don't like that he addressed me by name there. I know it's like, hey, we're friends, use my name, but it almost seems like he's kind of keeping me at arm's distance, like acquaintance level. Please leave me alone right now, especially with that. That's kind of a mean thing to say. Not mean, but just, he's not pleasant. Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I say no? Okay, come on. Okay, here's what I figured out. I think Sue and Mark, yeah, I've already said this. I think Sue and Mark are friends. Best buds. So I'm not gonna say, has any of your stuff recently gone missing? I'm not gonna say that because that would clue him off. That would make him go, oh no, Alton's gonna turn Sue in, and I'm best friends with Sue. So I'm gonna say you're friends with Sue. How would you describe her? That seems innocent enough. Well, since you asked, I guess I'll just be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, I like her, but she's kind of abrasive. I mean, it's your job to act really nice to the passengers. That's what a waitress does, right? I mean, they serve food. I think that's all they really are supposed to do, right? The niceness is just the cherry on top, but sure, yeah. Act nice. Doesn't mean that's who she really is. She doesn't wear the apron all the time, you know. Interesting. I feel like that's the most honest you've ever been with me. And, funnily enough, I'm about to say, I don't know if he was being honest with me just there. Anyway, I haven't talked, this is an interesting combo. I don't think I've talked, to Gwen as Alton. You should check out the observation room. Hi miss, can I help you? Oh, no thank you. Okay. Are you looking for something? No, not really. Bye. Oh, sorry, it just looked like you were. Okay. You should check out the observation room. No thanks. Sorry. Oh. She's very, nice. Nice isn't, like, polite. Like, she said sorry. Do killers say sorry? I don't think so. That's why my suspicions are lying on, like, Garv and, Mercurio for this. Was the music always so sinister out here? I guess. Have I talked to Kayla as Elton? I guess, because it's grayed out. Have I talked to, Daryl as Elton? I haven't chosen this option, I guess. I just don't get people sometimes. You and everyone else. Don't worry, it doesn't get any better. Is there something wrong with me? Maybe. I don't know you. I like Daryl. But be careful. Self-awareness is good. Self-pity is a narcotic, and it will devour you if you aren't careful. That's some wisdom there, man. Thanks. Is there anything else I could say? I don't know. I think, Oh, it's interesting. Some of these options were stuff I talked to him with Kayla about. So maybe it just automatically marks it as red because it wouldn't have given me any information I didn't know already. Because I know I've mentioned that before, seeing grayed out things and going, what is this? And I think that's it. Anywho, I think I just don't get people sometimes. I think that was in relation to something earlier that he said. That's one thing about the dialogue options in this, is that it doesn't get full context. You had to have been in the conversation and kind of remembered what it was doing. Anyway, I want to talk to, Ferdinand as Elton. That's one combo I haven't done, I don't think. Why, hello there, Elton. Is there something for which my assistance is required? As the first mate, yeah, okay. How's the boat doing, man? This is white now, but now I'm kind of recalling that I have talked to Ferdinand as Elton, so I'm kind of confused as to why these are white. She's purring like a kitten. At this rate, we'll reach our destination right on time. Have to say, all credit goes to our lovely captain. She is a true professional. She's dead, okay? She's dead. She's gone. I think you know this, man. I said Mercurio and Garv, but throw Ferdinand on there, too. Honestly. How is the captain? She must have turned in for the night. She was around a little earlier, I think. We make a great team, I think. She's a little rough around the edges with people, but I'm a natural people person. And I may be a little fuzzy with details, but she is the paragon of diligence. When two such as us get together, what can't we accomplish? Creep, you total creep, man. I bet you killed her. Look, you smiled while you did it too, didn't you? Ugh. I don't know why either. I just don't trust that. Anywho, I'm a little confused as to how to make progress now. I just don't... Maybe I can just go around and complain about people to people. Because I talked to Daryl about this, but I guess I'll say it to Garv as well. I just don't understand people sometimes. Something's troubling you, I take it. Well, if you want advice, you can't be so vague. What is it? I'm still on board with not admitting anything about anyone ever. Like, I don't want to tell him about her stealing stuff, because what if this guy's a thief or something? What if he's a bad guy, and I've just given him information that he could use somehow? I think I'm just gonna say, is there something wrong with me? Be vague. I'm gonna keep vague. From what I've heard of Garv's mind, I've lost trust in him. I no longer think animals are a good sign. Or at least, an all-clearing sign. I don't think they've wiped him of all suspicion. Of course not. Everyone gets hurt by others at some point in their life. I never said I got hurt by some other person. You can dwell on it and beat yourself up, or you can work past it and grow stronger from it. Alright, thanks, I guess. I did ask you something vague, or I did tell you something vague, so I guess a vague answer is fine. Anyway, Donovan is locked in his room now, I've noticed. I have not seen him get out. I was gonna talk to him with Elton, but I can't. Kayla's somewhere. What was this room again? Daryl's, right? Gosh darn. I don't quite know how to make progress, so I think... Oops, didn't mean to do this. Never mind. I'm going to check on Paolo again and have a chat. What should I do next? Because I'm lost a little bit. I've made some combos. Let me think about it. I feel like I'm resorting to him, and I don't want to because it seems like the hint system of the game, and I don't want to be the person who, at the first sign of a block in progress, will jump right to that. Please let me inhabit your body, please. There's nothing I'm learning from this. I think I've read everybody's minds, gone everywhere I can go. I know she wants to go to Donovan's room, but, there's nothing I can do about that. I can have her peek on him, but that's all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Paolo. I apologize if this is so cringy, but I don't know what to do. What should I do next, Paolo? That lady, Gwen, seems really interested in Donovan. I have to say, I share her curiosity. There's something strange going on with him. But she seems too cautious to really engage with him much, and no one else seems to be any more promising. If you take full control of someone, you may be able to speak directly to him. I wonder what would happen then. Alright? Well, maybe tell me more. Because I think I have talked to him with a bunch of people. And now he's locked in his room, but to be fair, I could have just not waited long enough and maybe he'll exit. Alton seems like a good candidate for full possession. He's, well, not the strongest-willed person. There's clearly conflict between him and Sue. That might be the key to unlocking him. To get him to gush about all of his emotions, though, you'll need a good listener. If you're gonna talk to blah 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 blah, to fully control him, find a way to talk to Donovan, well, who knows. Okay, so I figured out most of that on my own. To talk to Kayla and then take over Kayla, then talk to Alton. But I just didn't talk with Alton to Donovan. Just because I didn't see him out of his room, but maybe he'll exit now. Can I come in? Door's locked. He's stuck in there. Let me go and see if he's still here. Truth is here. Is he stuck? What's going on? I cannot seem. How can I talk to him with Alton if he won't leave the room? Just a little confused about that. Do I wait? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna cut the part off here. That'll take me a few seconds, and hopefully he'll have jogged himself free by that point. So, yeah, cutting it.